Empty bench obviously means there's nothing left to do. Au contraire, mes amis. Oh, I know, it doesn't look much different from where we left off. Well, of course it doesn't, because I haven't done anything. Welcome back to CBBBs or Honduquiville or... yeah, that. And we're going to be mounting things. No, it's not breakfast time. Anyway, thank God I bought another one of these because it's brilliant. It's got all kinds of things to mount things to. So that's how it sits in the bike, obviously. So here's the rectifier on the back end. Beautiful. Lovely jubbly. 50%. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, ain't going anywhere. Good and solid. So yeah, we got a solenoid mounts there. In these two guys, and we got a hole there, and we got a thing there. I don't know what that could mount, and we got another bit here. We got all kinds of stuff. Look, what's that? Yeah, down there. There's another mounting bracket. What the hell? Yeah, brilliant. Lots of places to mount this monstrosity. Well, I know the hole's not in the right place, but I'm thinking there's probably the best place for it because it's kind of going to be easily accessible, whatever side cover I put back on, even if it's that nice one that I painted up. Because here it won't fit, because that gets in the way, and that gets in the way, and... yeah, so the other alternative is to bung it right at the bottom off that mount there, which is a bit crap, honestly. Yeah. So I think I like it there. Shaping up. And the final solution. God bless you, Honda, for your wonderful battery cradle. Because I think that will just fit there nicely. So that's the main fuse box. We've got the starter solenoid there. Got my ridiculous trip fuse down there. It's all starting to shape up. Yeah, like that. Well, I've finally decided to risk something on the brake calipers. Yes. If you watch any of the other idiotic things I get up to on this channel, I recently painted my entire FJ with pickup flatbed paint, liner paint stuff. And it's pretty cool, actually, I have to say. I thought I'd risk it. Yeah, based on my experience to date, you know, it's hard wearing. I'm hoping it will be resilient to brake fluid, as other paints are not. And yeah, it's got a nice crinkly finish to it, and so wish me luck. And of course, I shall be using my penny trick to mask off the bits I don't want sprayed. Yeah. Well, they didn't come out too bad. A few little places I just need to touch up, hit again, but generally an improvement, I think. Anyway, in other news, I thought I'd take the front wheel off and sort the paint out and the brakes and everything else, the discs, yes. So, unlike the Yamaha, we managed to get that disc off relatively easy with the use of an impact driver. Invaluable tool, and our extended leverage tubage, and they seem to be coming out. 3 more to go. Wow, nice, that went well. So we now have a wheel free of discs. We don't need no stinking brakes. Now what I was going to do is run this down to Chris, get him to take the wheel off so I can paint it gold. But no, I'm not going to do that. I do think I can mask it. Oh, I sent some raised eyebrows. But look, seriously, little bits of masking tape, gently, you can insert them between the tyre and the rim. And obviously cover this bit up. I think we're good to go. One masked up wheel, not even half a roll of tape. So to finish up, I just ran this little boy round the edge of the rim. Like so. It's not a screwdriver, it's not a bradawl, I don't know what it is. It might have been a screwdriver in a previous life. Anyway, it's this nice rounded end. And a quick squirt of our favourite automotive paint prep. Yeah, very cool. It smells nice. And actually, I'm really pleased those discs came off cleanly, unlike the Yamaha, because these bolts are quite specific. Don't really want to replace them with just some random bolt. And the last set I saw on eBay were a lot of money. So I'm glad we managed to save all of those. And in the name of environmental efficiency, I am using the same rag that I used to clean the rim to bung up the old. So we're using the same wheel paint that we used for the back wheel. I had the foresight to get 2 cans, didn't I? Yes, 2 cans. Extraordinary bird. So I had about 1/4 of a can of the original can that I used for the back wheel, and I've used that to just give a light coating, an initial coating, just before we start laying it on thick. Meantime, the bike is rather precariously balanced on a breeze block covered with a towel. Yeah, well, it's still got the jack under it. I have to say, this is phenomenally good paint. It goes on really well. Multiple coats quite quickly, honestly, here in the Arizona sun at least. But yeah, I mean, good paint. Need a bigger bin. So just remembering this Suzuki GSX-R front end again. Strange setup, but kind of cool. So need to get that flush-ish, because I've still got to put the discs back on. Tighten these boys up, those 2 there, and at this point they're just kind of snug tight, because I'm going to have to take the wheel off again. And then that allows me to get on to this big boy here, the 27mm, and just kind of pull it all together. That's about it, I think. And then I'll tighten up these 2. So those are your dead man bolts right there, because everything else relies on that. Well, and there it is, and actually that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Without the discs. I like that. If only the rear drum brake was any good. We could run it without front brakes, but no, that would be stupid. Yeah. Anyway, gold wheels matching. Finally. Looks good. Like that. So next up, I guess I need to order some new discs, and they're not cheap either, running at about 150 bucks repair, so I'll get those. Meantime, I have been ordering some other bits and pieces. I've ordered another gear shift because I wasn't happy with this one. It's a bit of shit. And interestingly, what I've found is something that might help with the brake pedal situation and my different pegs. So instead of bending this here, well, let's wait and see when it turns up. But the gear shift that I've ordered has got a curve in it, which is, it looks about right. So let's see if that works. So I've been having a look at discs online for the GSX-R, and sadly they're all these kind of choppy wavy things, and I don't really like those. But then I found these, which call me old-fashioned. They're nice and round, and they got drilled in a conventional way, and super bonus, they come with pads. So I think we'll get those discs ordered up, and then we can get that whole front end sorted out, actually, because we've got the headlight coming too. Yeah, exciting times. More exciting times. Yes, Ducati Monster. If you haven't seen it, if you're not following that series, then please do. It's my second build, and actually I rather like it. So don't just be a Honda CB fan, broaden your horizons and check out the monster. So back onto wiring this mother up, and yeah, so I got as far as putting the fuse back in. Yeah, that one. And then I was looking at these, and we got yellow, 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 which I've flagged up as yellow, green and blue. We got some greens coming off here. And then we got that, which we know goes to the starter solenoid. That's the red and white, which goes to the red and white on the starter solenoid there. Yes, however, what we've got coming off here is not yellow, green and blue. No, we've got yellow, we've got blue. I'm guessing that's green, but guessing's not good enough, so I'm going to have to backtrack through my videos. We've also got black and white, and I think that's good because we've got a black and a white down here. So I'm hoping that all matches up. But I'm not gonna wire it up until I've had a look at my videos. God, if only I had a memory, or maybe just less things to remember. Anyway, while we're on the subject of electricity, let's talk about some tools. So first off, you've got your basic strippers, which means you have to hold the wire somehow, which is not great. But I do have to use these particular ones occasionally because they go down finer than my really smart tools. Love these. So these boys, the back device holds the wire there as you pull away. How clever is that? Yeah. So that back piece there comes down, pulls the wire. So you can do it one-handed. Brilliant. Invaluable tool. These are pretty good too. Same kind of concept, and actually it finds its own width. That was very useful the other day for skinning something slightly bigger like that, where there were cables inside it. So this just took the outer cable off and not damaging the ones inside. So this is a good tool too. And actually the only reason I bought it was because it's got a special crimper, which we're coming on to next. Special crimper here for for spark plug leads, making up your own. Yeah. So let's look at the crimping end of things, i.e. the sharp end here. I always used to use these, which had different size doofers for the particular size of wiring or fixture, red or yellow or blue, that you were trying to crimp. So I always thought they were good, except they kind of aren't. And actually this boy that just has one device for crimping everything, as you can see, red, blue and yellow, all in the same nozzle there. This I find actually works better. Again, a little bit like these boys, it finds its own depth and crimps accordingly. There you go. Tips on hot tools. So right now we won't be needing any yellow-handed tools. No, handled. Putting back the earth cable, just thought I'd tidy it up with some of these lovely heat shrink jobbies, and yeah, the heat gun. Soon better days. I know some of my solutions may be considered on the verging on the bodge side of things, but if you got the proper stuff, do it properly. See what I mean? Lovely. Yeah. If only I could remember where it went. I think, given the length of the cable, I think it was that nut there on the engine casing, which kind of makes sense. That'll do. I mean, it could go anywhere, honestly. Throw it anywhere on the frame, couldn't it? Again, sorry to bother you, but this is for my own use and my own lack of memory. So those two positives go up the frame to the, well, actually they're powering the USB, and the other spare power that we have sitting out there, which is going to power the headlights, or going to the switch for the headlights, and that goes to a 15 amp fuse, and that goes to Reginald the rectifier, not the regulator. There, that black wire there coming off the regulator. Rectifier, for Christ's sakes, man. Well, I think that's quite enough rambling on about electrics, because I know you find it boring, but I find it useful when I forget things and I have to go back and look. So I think we'll call it a day for this episode. So, as usual, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Give the video the thumbs up if you thought it was remotely interesting, entertaining, or otherwise. And of course, encourage others to watch my lunacy.